Good morning, saints and seekers. You're tuned in Spirit and Soul with Coach B, where the word meets the rhythm and healing begins in sound. Before we lift our voices in praise today, I invite you into a moment of truth, a message from UMYO Network, not just for your ears, but for your spirit. So imagine for a moment, what if you could let go? Let go of every opinion you form, every fear you've carried, every lie that you've ever kept. What if you could release the grip of survival mode living, of trauma, ego, and a system that was never built for you, and instead just follow clear, honest, effective direction? You're listening to Coach B, and this is the moment. Right here is the call. No more confusion, no more detours, no more wasted years trying to figure it out on your own, because we've all been poisoned by hate, by fake promises, by an education system that made us memorize instead of mobilize. We were taught to survive, not thrive, to think, but never trust. But that ends now, because there's another way, a better way. It's called UMYO Network, a network, a movement, a blueprint. And if you're ready to make the world a better place, if you're tired of circling the same block in life and in mind, then stop thinking. Just follow the directions. Register today. Join the mission. Become the change. Because the path to freedom isn't complicated. It's clear. It's tested. It works. But only if you take the first steps. This country was never built by people who just pick sides. It was built by people who stood in the middle, who saw both sides, and carved a new way forward. Let us be those people. Let the problems and let the solvers speak. Let the nation rise. So here we are today. I'm Coach B. Everyday people are my celebrities.
Because they have a distorted view of what is true or not.
Yeah.
You literally.
Brother Kennedy.
Yes, sir.
So you have to understand, it's a box. So South Dallas is in a box.
Yes, sir.
So on every corner, you're gonna see the same thing.
Yes, sir.
You're gonna see the same type of stores, the same type of eating places. There's no variety. This is it.
Yeah.
These are the choices. See,
You're right.
You can see here's the thing. We're not taught about finances. We're not taught about credit in our homes.
True.
So the conversations, man, I saw a TikTok today, and I'm gonna get back to it. This African American mother, man, this mother, Black Queen. She paid her kids an allowance for their chores, for their schoolwork. Now, each week she take $1 for rent. She take $1 for their food, and she put a percentage in savings. And then she gives them a little something to do whatever they want to do. Most comments that I read, they missed the picture. They missed the picture. But what she's teaching them at an early age is it's about finance, how to manage money, how to be responsible with money. And we don't learn that, man, until we get bad credit, man. Everybody that stepped out in the community, in our communities, 90% of them are going to step out with bad credit. So their first place is going to look like the same place that they just came from. And for the first few years, you still is not going to have an understanding. You still are going to live paycheck to paycheck. And when you live in paycheck to paycheck, You're living in survival mode. See, survival mode is a different mode. And our counterparts, they're learning things, man, that we are not learning. And so a lot of us waste in our community, we waste a lot of our school years getting by, not learning anything that's going to be beneficial to us in the world. And so when we step out in the world, we're not prepared. What I've learned, man, at 18, in our community, man, they want you out of there. They're pushing you out of there. And other communities, stay here, get it right. Work. I work with a guy, man. He's 27, no kids, pay no bills, live at home, just stack his money. 6-figure guy. 6-figure guy. Parents don't want him to leave. We don't do that. We don't build them that way. So when we turn them loose, they're not prepared. There's no infrastructure. There's no guidelines. There's no system in place. There's nothing to follow. So we try to do, what's the one thing that we say as parents? I want to give my kid everything I ain't had.
Wrong. That's a wrong thing to do.
But it may be wrong, but it's being said and it's being done. It's a reality.
Yes. You're right. That's the saying. You're right.
We have to live in the reality of what's going on.
Yes. What's going on? You're right.
No, we have to live in the reality of what's going on right now, today. I want to give my kids everything I didn't have. And how do we do that? With material things.
Mm-hmm.
We don't talk about giving them the knowledge that we didn't have.
Yes, that we never had. Yep.
We talking about them having a TV in their room, a gaming console,
have 3 phones, have a car,
5-6 pair of sneakers.
Yeah.
You know, so those are the things. Those are the things, man, that we're up against. You know, that's the reality of. Because we have to realize where we're weak at before we can become strong. When you go work out, you work out on certain parts of your body. What you want to improve. If you want to lose your stomach, you go in there, do a bunch of lunges, crunches, and all that. You want to build your chest, you go in there, you want to build your legs, you go in there, get on it's different machines for each part that you want to build. So we have to build different machines so we can strengthen different parts of because so much is, start the basic. We have to start at the basic, the groundwork. We have to build a solid foundation for them. And this is a platform that I think will allow them to grow into what they desire. It'll build them, it'll put them on the path to build a solid foundation for themselves. Because now they're going to learn how to earn the right way. Now they're going to learn how to invest. Now they're going to learn how to manage. Now they're going to learn about credit. Those are the things that we gonna have to instill in them to bring them out of that community mindset. Because if we don't pull them out of the community, it's gonna be hard to learn all these things, go over here, learn all these things over here, and then go right back into the same community. Because you still have to fight against this over here while you're still trying to become this over here. So when we that's why it's not just a podcast, man. It's a lifeline. You can call me any time of the day. You can call me any time of the hour, and I'm gonna show up. See, I'm not just investing one day a week to sit in front of this camera, and we have to be committed to that. Because
it's a movement.
Nobody want to know what you know,
right,
until they know how much you care.
Right. It's a movement.
That's true, brother. That's so true, Brother Gaines. It goes back to Brother Cherry when he said, the system is always trying to separate the power from the wisdom. So we have to keep that. The wisdom is the OG.
Yeah.
The power is the dollar sign.
Yes.
Sometimes they'll give our women, our black women, that dollar sign, and then they think they have power, which you can't do nothing without wisdom with that power.
No.
So we need to make that reconnection. And this is a platform to do that. And that's to bring the wisdom of the elders. I think in Africa, in some parts of Africa, you couldn't even wear a mask unless you were an elder.
Wow.
Only elders wore the mask. So we're unmasking your opinion with the help of the OGs, with the wisdom of the OGs.
Yeah, the
And
three
that's
OGs, not me, excluding me though. Just Mr. Bernard, Beer the Gaines, and Brother Les, excluding me. I'm trying to. I'm in the bleachers. I'm trying to learn. Yeah, I'm trying to absorb some wisdom. You know, I gotta go back to Africa, my tribe. I gotta go back with a 3 OG tribes so that they know I went to got my master's degree somewhere.
Right.
Hey, I wanna say this, guys.
My dad is gonna be like, what school did you go to? And like, is the Mangala? Like he's gonna. They have 3 OG.
I want to say this, guys. As I listen to Brother Kennedy, and Brother Kennedy, you are an influence, right? And you are an influencer. You are a UFC fighter who's in the UFC. That's big time. It doesn't get any bigger than that. So for you to be able to have the mindset that you have and dedicate that mindset, just like Brother Gaines was saying, as a commitment, as a daily commitment, as a lifeline, is incredible, right? And your influence and being an influencer will not only grab more of the younger generations because they're listening to everything it is you're saying, but you're living that at the same time. You're going to bring them. And when you bring them to these elders, you know, that are here, who wants to be the lifeline, who's created their life to become a lifeline because they knew where they came from and they know where they are now, it's going to be a necessity. What I like about everything it is we're talking about, I know we got to close this because we've been on for a while. We're going to chop these up. Anybody who's watching this, right, I want you to look. There's going to be a QR code, right? And that QR code is going to be Brother Kenneth Gaines' QR code. Back in the days, they used to have a telethon. And for those who are maybe young and don't know what a telethon, just YouTube it, you know, Jerry Lewis telethon, Lou Rawls telethon. And they used to have celebrities or influencers who would be answering the call when people will call in for special causes, right? And they would want to donate resources or spend money for those resources to help maybe health issues, anything that dealt with health issues. It can be, what was, Brother Les, what was the telethon about with Jerry Lewis? Was it?
That was about muscular dystrophy.
Muscular dystrophy.
Yeah.
Okay, now this. So we say let's create, since we're in a different generation, where everything is virtual. We say let's create a virtual-thon. So when you scan this QR code that you're going to be seeing on the screen, we want you to register right up under this platform. Once you register up under this platform, it can be anywhere from $2.54. If you want to market a brand to advertising companies as an advertising company, or if you want to market a brand to all the members that are going to be continuously added to this platform, you can do that at $19.99 to $49 and up. Just depends upon whatever your budget is. We want you to know that every month that you get the services, because we're not asking for a donation. We're going to be providing you with the service, just like Facebook, just like Zoom. I want you to look at this platform that you're on. This is our version of Zoom, right? This is something that you'll be able to use at the $2.54 a month. You can use it 24/7, 365. And there's a host of other services that we provide. But this is our way to where we can bring youth to this platform, where they can have conversations with the elders. Half of the proceeds is going to go back to Brother Kenneth Gaines. This will allow him to not only effectively operate the type of platform, podcast that he wants to operate, but it will also provide him with the resources to where he's able to be that lifeline on a consistent basis. We are using these platforms to employ those who have a purpose, where they can do this 24/7, 365, something that they love to do, something that they desire to do, something that is them, something that's a part of who they are. Brother Kenneth Gaines will be able to do that with your $2.54. Half will go back to him each and every month. With your $49.99, half will go back to him each and every month. With your $5.99, half will go back to Brother Kenneth Gaines each and every month. And he's going to be bringing these shows each and every week, right, for you, for the public. And he's going to share a little bit about what type of, because we didn't go into details as to what type of podcast he's going to be able to bring, but it's going to bring healing. And we want everybody to stay tuned in. Just like you see on YouTube where people do these cash apps, right? We're doing something similar, only you're getting something back in return, right? The more members, the more prize giveaways. We got prize giveaways that can, based upon the memberships, where we want to pay a mortgage, people's mortgage each and every week. We want to pay their car note each and every week, right? We want to give $1,000 away to 1,000 people each and every week. Right, we want to give $100 to 10,000 people each and every week. The more you register, the more we're able to use this platform and all of the other platforms out there to solve community concerns. Because, again, there is an AI storm that's coming. Just like Noah when he shared that there's a storm that's coming. And people say, well, it don't never rain. And most of you, just like Brother Kennedy was saying, how you're not aware as to what's going on. Some of us have fallen victim to the software to where we don't see anything. But there's a lot of us who are still critical thinkers, right? And you know that it's misting right now. In a land that was drought with no water, it's misting. There's an AI storm that's taking jobs. When you register, you not only provide homes for those who have lost their homes, but you also provide economic freedom, financial education, and accountability. Because Brother Les was saying you got to meet the youth halfway. The youth who are tuned in, when you come here, there's going to be accountability. Meaning you're going to have to take those courses. There's going to be a financial advisor who's going to be teaching courses. Well, she's going to be charging to teach those courses, or he's going to be charging to teach those courses. You're going to be paying each and every month a different course to learn. so that we can empower the financial advisors, so we can empower the life coaches who are dedicating their time and energy for you, right? And what you're doing is the same thing that Brother Kenneth Gaines is doing. It's providing you with an opportunity for financial sustainability so that you can operate in your purpose. Everybody wasn't born to do a 9-to-5. And I always share with individuals, I say it's very important for us to know, make America great again before 1492, when everybody operated together in unity. Because America was great again for us, right? But it was before 1492, when there was a village, when everybody ate together, everybody had the same types of clothing, right? Everybody had the same and you can take us back to Opera Kanate, right?
Hey, I'm wearing yours right now. I'm wearing it right from 1987. You left it for me, man, but appreciate it, big bro. Gonna put it in the antique box or something. Appreciate you.
But I think it's
you called it out. I didn't say nothing. You the one he started talking.
Hey man, just make sure you have my pie ready. That's all I need to say.
I got one of the African pot pies made with tiger feet. He want that tiger feet. I'm tired of chicken wings. Give me something exotic.
Tiger feet come with gravy.
You tiger feet in goose blood. Like that guy's like, hold up, what? Tiger feet dipped in goose blood? Like it sounds kind of awkward, but I'm interested. I'm inquisitive. I'm curious about how it tastes like.
Right.
Yes, sir. I got a surprise for you, bro, when I see you.
I'm telling you guys, because I grew up in a dysfunctional family, but it wasn't as bad as Brother Gaines. But it's like my dad was the most narcissistic person ever. That's why when I spot a narcissist, I'm really vocal, because I've studied every characteristics, behavior, everything. And when he came to this country back in his late 20s, he became the very occupation that maximizes a lawyer. If you have a narcissistic lawyer, that's the best traits for a lawyer. So my dad he was so emotionally abusive, and like he knows how to like manipulate. He can manipulate at the highest level. But as a kid, I'm like, my siblings would be like falling for it. But I'm like 8 years old. I'm like, what that didn't make sense. But I don't know why mom is doing it, but that's weird. She's doing it. But at that age, you can't really say anything. If you say something, you get slapped back to Tanzania. So I ain't trying to get smacked that far. It costs a lot of flight tickets to come back. I was confused. My dad, I had to record a conversation between me and him, because one question I wanted to ask him is, why did he leave me to take care of my mother when she was at the last 8 years phase of her degeneration disease life? Like, I had to take care of my mom in college, and it's funny. It's not just to be like, make this sound like a sob story, but I want to know his part, especially studying in psychology and understanding. He behaved the only way he knew how, like me and Brother Gaines spoke about the way trauma works. So I want to talk to it, and I gotta record it because you guys are gonna laugh. Like, he's gonna get so mad, he's gonna start speaking our native tongue, and I'm just gonna keep asking those questions because my dad is funny. He could convince you that the sky is green and not blue. He'd be like, no. The white man called it blue, but it was green. And like, what are you talking about? That didn't make any sense. What do you mean? This has nothing to do with the white man. He said, yes, the white man. Yes, he changed the language. They created it. I'm like, no, they did not do that. Stop. You're wrong. Stop it. But he doesn't like to take an L, no matter what it is. He wants to beat you, and when you beat him, he'll convince you how dumb you were to beat him. I'm like, what? Like that? What do you mean? I beat you in that foot race. Oh, that's like, no, no, no. I just slowed down because what an elder can see going backwards, a youngster cannot see going forward. Like, what did he, how did he, big bro, I don't know what he be saying, big bro, half of the time. He just lost me. He be making up excuses. I call him sometimes like that. You need something, and he has such a high ego. He's gonna be like, no, I don't need nothing from you. I have everything. I'm very comfortable. And then he be like, oh, come by the house and bring your brother. It's like, what? No, dad, you want something, but he just like he has this ego, and that's how his mom was. Oh my goodness, my grandmother, my dad's mom. I don't think it's possible for any man to be married with her for that long. My grandfather lived to he could have my grandfather could have lived on to like that's his genetics. He could have lived on to 120 years old. That man reached 88 and was like, "Peace. I'm gonna see y'all later. I'm going to the afterlife." Like you have like you have a woman that you love beats your soul down when the world is beating you down. You have no reason to live, and I'm confused of how my mom lived that long with my father because like how can this disease? They said is uncurable, ALS, but I'm pretty sure it's the stress my dad caused you that gave you that disease because I don't know how a woman could live with a man like that. You cook such a beautiful dish, a native dish. My dad would eat it. Other men would be like, "Man, Queen, that was amazing. You did awesome." My dad would say, "Next time, put more salt." What the heck? What do you mean, put more salt? Can you say thank you? Oh my goodness, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you did. This food was amazing. Oh my goodness. How you gonna pretend like it wasn't good, but you finished like 2 pots in like under 3 hours? Like it was pretty good for you to finish that 2 pots, but it is crazy how like deeper like the levels of trauma could go embedded to someone where like their reality is so misconstrued is such a conviction to them that no, this is what I perceive as right, and that's the sad part because when it has a stronghold like that, it takes time to heal trauma. And brother Gaines was speaking about that trauma, and I'm like, wow. And I know brother Bernard, even brother Leslie, we all have our different traumas, and they impacted upon us in a different ways that we didn't perceive initially till later on in life. And if you kind of see it in yourself, I'm like talking to my wife sometimes because I'm the type of guy that I never got positive reinforcement from my dad that oh you did amazing. So in my mind, I'm like I have to get the job done. If someone tells me good job, I'm like, what do you mean good job? You don't believe I could do that? Like what? I had so many arguments with my coach going into the fight. He's like, Kenny, I believe you can beat this guy. I'm like, what do you mean you can't believe? I could beat this guy. You saying I can't, but so it cost a lot of. I didn't know how bad it was till I got married to my wife, and I'm like 2 years in, and my wife tells me, "Oh, babe, that's amazing food you cook." I'm like, what? Like I'm Igbo. My tribe is the Wakanda Wungala Wungele. It's my she started laughing because she helped me heal from those traumas and I identify it because then I'm like she's like, what do you mean? It's okay to take credit for something. It's okay to be happy about your achievements. It's okay to celebrate because I never celebrate my birthdays because it wasn't common for us to celebrate birthdays back home. So every time she wants to celebrate, I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Like she's like, when last you celebrate your birthday? I was like, 1925 is the last time I celebrate my birthday. But I always cracking jokes. But she helped. Big bro, Bernard, why you laughing? That's messed up. You know, you can't be laughing at my trauma like that. He said 1925, Nigeria wasn't even colonized. What's going on? Like, yes, I came after life. I'm reincarnated. So, but yeah, it's funny how trauma goes. Trauma is so hilarious, and it has a weird way of connecting different individuals. Like, what are the odds? Like, couple years ago, I would have be connected with Brother Bernard or Brother Les and Brother Gaines. What are the odds? If you look at it like mathematically, what are the odds that that could happen? Someone from Nigeria that grew up from Nigeria, in the other part of town, and me, Brother Les. How did he get connected with Kennedy? But I have to roast you, Brother Les. I'm sorry, my bad.
Hey, leave Les alone.
Hey, Brother Gaines, brother.
You asked for a platform that connects the people. Now it's here. Welcome to UMYO Network, a digital universe of gated communities built around your interests. Universities to medical, faith-based to entertainment, from the restaurants to Black-owned business, there's a hub just for you. Linktree on steroids, a social search engine, a digital white and yellow pages, all in one hub. Starting as low as $49.99, businesses get a digital card, searchable directory listing, and a platform that connects with their community. Promote your brand in a space tailored to your audience with 24/7 live rooms, a marketplace, Eventbrite style tools, and more. Virtual conferences 24/7, no time restraints, online games, podcasts, mental health resources, and even daily prizes, starting at just $5.99 a month. Stay where you are, share where you want. UMYO lets you connect and sync your profile with today's biggest platforms. A safe space, positive minds only. Break the noise or get booted. Our rules, our way. UMYO, the future of connection starts here.